Okay, white from India. Nice. Oh, sick. Look at his. He might be some online presence streamer or something. But here I always like to take the e5. I do always like to do that. The problem is you can't always guarantee that you're going to be able to cover it. And so I don't know. Why does it say it there that I'm about to abort? Shouldn't it say it here, like, based on the player? Okay, so you can come like this. You can bring the horse, but you almost want to do this too. Like, this is a very advanced thing to do that you wouldn't think you should do, because now your king is kind of open to other considerations, maybe. I don't know. This one seems to be right on point. The other horse is in a curious spot, though, because of it. And the reason why is because you can't bring it here because you want to connect this as much as possible. If you're going to commit to the pawn structure, just do it all the way. I missed the chance for... Oh, you know what? You could have just pinned down there rather than worry about the pawn, if that is really going to be an issue for you. I can't take this pawn no matter what. I mean, you could just keep doing these rather than... I might be jumping the gun, though. See, now I'm obsessing over something that doesn't need to be done. It just feels like if you can maintain it... Okay. It makes logical, consistent sense, but it doesn't make sense as far as the castle now. And I'm not going to do that either. It's just for this connection. And so now you bring the horse to cover here. This is like one of those fundamental type of things that you wouldn't normally do, like, naturally. Because even then, I still don't entirely know when to... Like, if he does this, do I take it? Do I not take it? I don't even know. Do I let him take and keep it? I guess I normally just try to keep it as long as possible, even if it doesn't serve, like, any purpose. I don't know what I'm trying to do with... Yeah. Stream sniper. Take. Like... If I take, it doesn't really disrupt his pawns at all. He can just do whatever he wants. So there's no reason to take. Let's just keep reinforcing that, like, our life depends on it. He would take, I would take, and then he can't do anything. We still preserve it. You could actually keep going. Not yet, though, but at some point that might be a viable move. You could pin this down, but not for too long because we'll bring the bishop right behind. If he takes, there's no reason to take with the horse. Right, you want to preserve. Okay, all very predictable moves. I think this is fine. Now, that cover still isn't so essential that, you know, it would still be a pawn covers a pawn. So, for example, take. Even if he takes this, he still can't take with the horse because the other pawn covers. I don't even have to worry about it on that basis. Now I could move the horse and then I could double take or just take for free. So is there some kind of cheeky unleash because that worked so well last time? Like, if I was to do it, he would take, I would take, but then he would just take, I would just take, and then I'd be covered. Wait. But okay, this move requires a little bit of overthinking, I guess. If I do this, he could just do it back. So it'd be horse for horse, and then I get this for free. If I do this, and he does this, then it's like, okay. He took a bishop, I took a bishop, he took a horse, I took a horse. And so I took a pawn extra? But it wouldn't even be extra, because I would just take it now anyway. So it seems like needlessly elaborate, and it doesn't do me any good. Take... He would still be able to take. I mean, why am I even overthinking it? Just do like this. Now he has no pawns to push it out, so that should be safe as long as you keep this connection there. Take. You definitely have to be aware of the queen's position for now because I don't have another cover. But that should be a good alpha pawn position right there. That alone gives you at least a minor, very minor advantage. That's how long ago it was that I played chess when I was a kid. Like when this show first came out, 2003 we're talking. Maybe even before that. So if I had kept playing for years, I would have been a fucking prodigy too. Haha. I mean, I could never compare because how could you know? Like if you played that long, I think I would just get bored out of my goddamn mind playing the same game every day, you know, that much. That's what I'm most impressed by. It's not their ability, it's their patience or their commitment to one thing. I would never want to even do that. So if you look at this, you're trying to develop a little more. The Darkstar Bishop is a question because these pawns, you know, you might even commit to it so much that you put the Darkstar Bishop here. So then it's like, it seems stupid, but for some reason I seem to recall some games like that where it was actually beneficial to do that. Like he's going to push it so hard, so far down, try to take these up. You eventually just make sure that you maintain that. But for now, I don't know where else I would put it. I could put it here. So you can't move this. I just don't know what else that would really do for me. Taking his sweet time here. Yeah, he was taking the beginning very casually. Now he's like, oh shit, now I have to actually take it seriously or something. But then again, he's not even down any material. It's just the positional. Because clearly 1100 games should come down to some nuanced positional advantage and not somebody just outright blundering a piece or something, right? So what could he do with this? The bishop can't move. The horse is restricted in its movement. That's okay. That doesn't bother me at all. I kind of want to do something with this. So he would take, but then I would take. You could block it with other pieces. See, I just don't know where I want the Darkstar Bishop to go. I think it's very stupid and premature to say that it should go here. Like, it would take him so long to do anything about these. So I could do this and let that connection sit. And then I don't know what to do with the horse. This one covers, but you don't need the cover. This one covers, but you would have the cover from the pawn. So this would need cover, but not yet. This is like a copy of a song apparently, but I forgot what it is. And they never actually used this in the show. Take. This one and the Kira Task Force are both amazing songs, bangers that they never actually used. Even once. They use it in like one of the movies, I think. Take. He could come. No, he can't even come like that. I think this is fine, but now I might be overcommitting to the structure. This is a very tactical position. I don't know if I like to hear that. Oh, man. I should actually probably castle at some point, too. I kind of just forgot about that mechanic for a second. The queen comes in to allow him to castle queenside. Okay, that probably is a good decision on his part. And it also removes the ability of this to attack the queen. But he would come like this. It's just annoying because I can't really do anything with it. This would be fine because then I could just take and, oh, well, take. Even if you were to do all that just to win one pawn, it would probably still be worth it. This would delay the castle for a second, and then I could take out his darks for a bishop. Maybe I should do it because I can. It's like one of those decisions you have to make early in the game. I don't think my darks for a bishop is going to be that good, so I could just trade it. But then again, his probably wouldn't be that good either. So, because I'm already blocking all the squares with my pawns. I could do the horse covers horse here. This is maybe one of those games where castling queenside could be good, but maybe not even for him. Do I want to trade the bishop? I don't know. I guess you ought to just trade something. And the thing is, he doesn't have a choice either. He might try to do this. And so he'll be like double attacking. He would take, I would take, he would take, I would still take. But I don't know if I want to leave this shit hanging that much. I could just move this, then he has to address both of those threats. I think I'll use this opportunity to castle. and then we'll see what he decides to do, because there are a number of... He could castle, he could bring out the bishop, he can't actually bring out the horse very comfortably. This would be a double stack, this would be a take. He can only really go here. I think if I was him, I would probably just castle. He brings the horse of all things. Okay. What you want to do is... And I want to bring out my pieces too. I'm very confused about the dark square bishop in this game, though. I'm the one who created this position, but I still don't know. I just don't get it. You know, this might even be a spot where the horses are better than the bishops, I could admit. The light square bishop at least has some legitimacy to it. I just want to do this move, but I think it accomplishes absolutely nothing. Other than to give it an excuse just to come out. Which I guess is fine. So where would he go with it? He comes like this. It's fine. It's fine. It's maybe not fine if he does that. That might actually be what he's up to. But he could still do it even if I moved it there. In fact, he'd be attacking that. So that might undo the whole development. Like, for example... Okay, we come here. He already decided to come there. It fucks up his castle a little bit, but then we can't escape to here because he'll just take. And then I'll just take. Or maybe that's what I want. Maybe I want to trade it for the horse. That's the hardest thing. Like, I don't even know what I want half the time. Or what I'm trying to do. I don't know how much e5 helps once he queenside castles, though. That is a good way to kind of negate whatever benefit it might give you. I just don't see this bishop being very good, honestly. And you know I'm being objective because I'm already in favor of bishops naturally. So when I say that, you know it's got to be true. I kind of should have done it the other way, though, still. This could be a closed-ish position where the knights are good for once, maybe. So this is all fine, right? The dark square diagonal is just completely negated anyway. I don't know what's happening with this. Like, he's just leaving it there forever. Okay, this kind of answers me something, though. He clearly wants to do this, I think. But couldn't I just take? But his queen, so like, the horse will go here, the queen will go here. So he would take, I would take, he would take, I would take, he would take. That would still only open the king, though, and not much else. I almost don't even want to do this, but... I could do the horse covers horse. That would solve some of maybe that concern, but it also is kind of... I can't really do anything on the other side. Now watch, after all this, he'll bait me by castling kingside still. That is the kind of thing I would do. You make it look like, okay, I've committed to the queenside castle now. It doesn't seem so bad. You've even staggered this pawn so it wouldn't be uncovered to start. Let's see. Bring out the horse would be a logical thing to do. You get the horse covers horse and you get the option to come out this way to potentially do something. So I don't see why that would be bad at all. This doesn't need the cover right now. All the potential horse moves are fine. His dark square bishop is pretty bad. So no, I did that on purpose. I wanted to trade the bishop for a horse because I know his bishop isn't going to be good. How about that? His dark square bishop. So I wanted him to keep it because I really thought that far ahead. Yeah, see, at least I can predict that much. So if you come in here, you get the fork. So all it would take to really stop that is just to move one of the pieces. I was so focused on this one, though. I can't really cover that square, though, can I? Huh. I mean, I can just move either the rook or the queen. Can't decide which. If he takes, I take. He doesn't even have another taker. This would be stupid because it forces you too much into the same spot. Like you have to go to F2, which is fine, but it'd be a weird way to actually create like a double stack. No, but you couldn't even, because he would just go to he would be able to take the queen on F1 though still. Horse is always such a troublemaker. Let's see. You come like this, he comes like this. I could just move it. I feel like this is a bad spot for it. Then the bishop is somehow going to come in here. Like this horse is going to come here and it's going to just stay there forever. Like it's never going to move. This is the kind of shit, even though it doesn't even have a cover. I can't go anywhere that would be like, I can't go anywhere that would be able to take it. I would have to go here. Pretty unbelievable. You have two horses right in the vicinity and neither of them can match him 1 for 1. So I guess what you could do is you could put the queen, no. You could put the rook here. You put the horse in. You move the queen 2. I just don't know why. I don't like that whole... I don't know what he's gonna do, but... something's gonna go wrong with all these fucking clustered ass pieces. I could do like this and then pull it back, but then that blocks the back rank. I'm still interested in keeping a lot of covers on there. He's got the fork. He's got it, but not really. Obviously, I can stop it. I really don't like this position. So you could go here, and then it's pretending like you're double stacking. I want to be able to attack it next, though. I think this is the quickest way to try to attack. Or like I said, move this, and then you can move this, but you can't because... where else would he be able to go? He'd be able to go from here in... oh my god. Fork into a fork. The fake fork. How fantastic. How about this? We come here. You come there. I can move the rook. You can't do this. You can't do this. If you take, I could still take. See, the game of chess is not a game against your opponent. It's a game against yourself. Like, if you look at it long enough, you'll see all the options. The question is, do you actually want to sit there for like your whole fucking life doing this? And apparently, a lot of people do. You come in, you attack the thing. So it wasn't a question of, oh my goodness, he saw the fork after 10 minutes. It's actually only 4 minutes. It felt like more than that. But it's like, how is the best way to deal with it? Because it would have been a fork into a fork, or like a... whatever, an attack into a fork. The dark square consideration is there. Oh god. He's so sure of what he's doing. Fuck. I can't move a horse to cover that stupid ass square. You know what? The queen can do it, but then it can't because of this. But then it could, but then it can't. So he comes there, he tries to force the rook into there, which it doesn't have to be the case. I do also have the pawn here, so it's not like you would really lose material, but you would lose... I'm very confused by this. Like, I knew what he might do, but I still don't know exactly... I could move it here, but then he's already ahead of the curve. I could do this, but then you're kind of exposing yourself to the possibility of losing something with this. If I was to do it, he would take, I would take, he would come there, I would take, he would come there, and I could just move it. It blocks the dark square thing from being effective, but that's kind of too reactive of a thing that might not be good in the long run. Can I not just cover this square? Like, why is the best move might be move the king there? No, but then he'll give a check with the stupid thing. I don't know. The horse is just my mortal fucking enemy. You wouldn't want to do this if you wanted to block the dark square thing. I could do like... I want to do this even though it seems dumb. And it's okay because I can block with the pawn. But then again... See, now I'm getting a little bit... That was a long couple moves back to back. And I think they're justified, but... He comes like this. He just knows. He just knows whatever he's doing. He's so practiced. He's studied the game his whole life, dude. Just some guys are just like that, man. He takes, I take, it's fine. Okay, at least I can react to the horse's thing by like doing this then. I don't want to do this though. I want to move actually the other horse. Right? There's no need for it to be there, but also it is also the horse. I forgot about that. In the sense that it literally just always has to get in the way. Now I'm going to back myself into a corner and get mated from this later. Just... No, but the intention is to do this. Then he... Wait. I don't know, man. This is too fucking annoying. I would take... What's he gonna do with it now? He can pin the horse down, but his horse covers horse, but it's not true horse covers horse because one... Okay. Oh, look at him, dude. He actually did do the bait. The classic bait. Okay, I'll put the stupid ass horse here, and then I'll try to just clean this shit up. He comes there. Now the rook is looking a little bit scary. He takes, I take, fine. I come like this, he would take, I would take. I don't see why I would do it like that, though. He comes like this. There's no fork. He comes like this. I think I just want that horse out of the way. But one way or another, that horse was there for too long, so let's just try to fix it. Even though that was kind of the piece I wanted to keep. Now, I could keep the horse active, though, by doing this, or I could take with the rook, which prevents the horse from coming in. But it's almost like I don't want to vacate the back rank like that. Like... He'll bring the thing, and then he'll force me to... But it's not like he's gonna come there with anything else. This would be a fork, but obviously you take. Okay, dude. Alright, this guy's too good. Fucking stupid, man. See, this is a combination of both. He's too fast and he's too good. Like, I just have to accept this one. Even though I don't have time to accept it. He'll just see everything instantly when I'm looking at it for like 15 minutes. I don't get it, man. He'll bring the rook. Passed pawn. I just can't calculate that fast, that much. So this is going to be a problem too. If he brings the dark square thing, I'll just move it. He's only 1176. Like, he's not that different from most of the people we've been playing. Right? They've all been between 10 and 11 something. He comes, he attacks the queen. Like, basically what this demoralizes you into is that you know he's not going to make a mistake. Like, it's just not possible. So you'll have to beat him with some super advanced, crazy shit, which I can still do, but then if he's this fast... I'm like this. Don't really have a whole lot of choice in the matter. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, this guy just kind of... It's just too much. I can't beat this guy. Damn it. That'll pretty much ruin the whole thing, because now that sets me back when I'm already... Yeah, it's just a psychological thing. Like, I can't do it. I would have lost on time. It's possible you can, like, trap the horse, so at least you get something back for it. If he takes the rook, I take the rook. He takes the rook, I take the horse. But it doesn't matter, because then I'll have... I even had the e5 pawn. Well, there is no need to trap it. It's like it's dead anyway. In fact, the last thing you would think I should want to do is to trade the rook when I have none left. But fuck it, let's just try it. We'll let the horses carry us. Rook, bishop versus two horses, +3, solid advantage. Yeah, this guy is like the best of both worlds. Like, I always say, oh, you should use all your time, but he doesn't even have to, and he still fucking plays so good. He's gonna have like 90 plus, watch. But he just wants to trade everything. I still should have tried a little bit harder for what time was left, but yeah, I even broke my thing. I said if I'm gonna lose, I'll lose on time, but I should have let it happen. I shouldn't have just gotten so tilted by his mere existence. You can do the horse covers horse, and then he just back ranks here, dumbass. Then he'll come here. You could fuck up something major, would be like my only chance. So he preserves the attack. So he could trade queens, but the end result is going to be that he mates me with the thing. He would take, I would take, he would take, I wouldn't be able to take. I could come like this. Just get out of harm's way. Only a -3, but obviously plus 15 minutes too. But that was just a straight up blunder. Like, obviously that's one of those things you can easily just see if you just look. So that's what you can't do. We still have that sacred e5 pawn that was so sexy the whole time. See, now we can kind of frustrate him, because even though he knows he's gonna win, this is kind of what happens to me a lot too. Is like, you just make it as difficult as possible. But he's doing this to be able to obviously just win there. So you should probably just do like this to give it an extra cover, and then you could take this, but you don't really have to, because, or he's just gonna probably push it, or what. You could take this if I move anywhere too far. What else is going on with this position? Let's see. Like, you're trying to double attack it. I don't really see much point. I don't want him to force his queen trade. Maybe this will give me just somewhere else to go with the king or with something else. I don't even know. He pushes it and he... Yes, yeah, I've stopped looking for stuff too. Fuck. These are things that you can obviously just see. No, still play it out to a fucking, to a stalemate. You won't even be able to take it back. I just don't get some of these people. Like, first of all, what was the accuracy? Yeah, see, look at that, dude. I can't beat that while using, again, such a short amount of time. Which I guess proves that he's probably not cheating, right? Like, it would be hard to do it that quickly then, maybe, but it's just too much. And you could say, oh, I played badly, but I feel like I didn't. I played pretty much the same as I have been, which isn't great. Like 70 to 80 is fine, but it's just not... I don't know. Hey, Master Pig, how's it going? Pretty good, you? The 31, at least I didn't lose maybe as much from that. But see, it's not that I lost the 7, it's that I lose the +9. So it counts twice over. Yeah, I think that one pretty much does it. You can't lose a single game. Like, just... I pretty much can't do it now. It's already gonna take fucking forever without that shit. This guy just played like a literal fucking GM. In record pace. There's nothing even that bad. Like, oh, these are minor little mistakes which people make at this level. If you would like, I can teach you some tactics. Well, not today, but if I succeed at this, then... Currently 1456, nice. Was 1600 on this website or on Lichess? Because I'm 1600 on Lichess, but apparently it doesn't translate so well. This site is just jacked out. Yeah. What's your username though? I'll add you. Master Pig Zombie 2. Or maybe just with no number. 1600 rated opponent rising up with a sharp edge. Well, we better remember this guy because he would be the one responsible for sinking the whole thing. I just can't believe it. Those are the kind of opponents that I just accept my fate. Like, I can't beat that guy. Yeah, see, he has 70s too. It's just, I don't know. Like, who are these people, man? Closed fair play. Oh, wow. Or it doesn't even say fair play. It just says closed. We could play a game. I'm not tired, but I kind of have a challenge that I'm doing, so I have to, I don't really have time to, you know, do anything else, unfortunately, but we can play in the future. Like, I have to get 1200 today, so if I don't, I don't think I will anyway now. Think about how many games that would be. We're at 31. We just have to brush that one off, forget about it, and just keep trying to... See, now, that's one of those that you deserve something in return. Like the two pendulums of the universe, right? You get destroyed by a god-tier player like that. Now we should get an easy win in the first 5 minutes against some clown at the same rating. Like, there should be that sort of balance. But we just don't see those kind of players here for some reason. After you play a game, I might give you some suggestions to look out for in your next game. No, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, you can even say it during the game, but I tend not to read them during the game. Just so it's fair, you know, to my thing. So I'll be back in a second. 88 move game that ends in a draw. What is this, dude? What? Like, really? I'm not even being dramatic about this website, but like, it's so bizarre. These people are insane. If I was 1500, I wouldn't say that, right? You could expect it a little bit, but my God. You got to get high 80s to beat these guys. Which, of course, accuracy is all relative, but still. Like, I can live with 75. I don't even think I made a blunder, did I? I didn't even blunder. 0 blunders, 0 missed wins, 0 mistakes, but 10 inaccuracies. Of course, I can't make a single inaccuracy to beat this guy. 0, 0, 2 great moves, but 8 to 12, 8 to 10, 4 to 7, 2 to 1, 10 to 0. That's the difference in the game right there. A weak move. Because 1100s don't make those. Okay. Take a sip of water. Yeah, I'll be back. Play 1510. Yeah, that I feel like that ends up being about the same as 30 though, but maybe it could be better too in the long run. I guess on the bright side of the majority of opponents we played today, they haven't been like this, but this is the kind of guy I fear who's just like, you don't belong here, dude. So we just gotta pretend like it's just gonna be somebody else. I'm not gonna even regret the e5 pawn decision there. Like, I'm okay with it, but you gotta know how to use it, and I still don't. Like, let me actually look at that in more detail. Like, forget about anything else. Like, what was I supposed to do there? So far, these are all tips I can give without knowing how you play. Well, maybe the way I play is just that bad, but another tip I give you, make sure you take 1 minute to make a move. Yeah, see, that's my rule, the 30-second rule from back in the day. I always used to say that. If you have increment, even if you don't, you can still kind of do that. Look for checks, captures, attacks. What checks do they have? What captures do I have? What attacks do I have? Yeah, but unfortunately, that is all basic. This guy was on another level. You have to look for like a 5-move, multi-move, crazy sequence. And it's still not enough. Like, look at this game, dude. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't make a blunder. Like, what the fuck is this game? I'm actually pissed about it. Like, it's fine. I'm sure everybody isn't going to play like this, but like, these little minor inaccuracies are fine, but the fuck up here was like the pawn. That I can accept. In fact, that should have been a blunder, but it still wasn't. Yeah, and then I see at that point I just give up. This I would see 100 times out of 100. I just didn't even care. Although I did still take like 25 seconds to look at it. Yeah, let's look. Let's try to understand the e5 position. At the beginning, when you do the e5 pawn, what are you trying to do with it? First of all, I didn't like the e5 pawn. It said that was like an inaccuracy too. What are you trying to do with this position? That's right. Okay, now what? It wants me to push the other side pawn. But why? I just do that to bait out the whatever the right move is. Move the other horse. It's just going to be some long-winded, complicated thing. I guess just to make the structure like this. Like, would it like this move or? Probably not. It's okay. Wants you to castle there. He ended up castling kingside though, which I thought was hilarious. Go back to the black playing d5. The idea is to gain space. Black playing d5. Where was d5? Why is it even splitting it up if it's just the game that we play it anyway? Take the pawn is best after e4. Okay, so let's see this then. Yeah, I guess it disagreed with my whole e5 obsession, but I tend to do very well in those kind of games where I take it, or when I have that, but it's like whatever this is, I don't know what to do with it. I guess you do this. Sometimes it's just like a preferential thing, so he probably just goes back. And clearly he would know exactly how to play this too. Or maybe that is the issue. Maybe he just knew how to play that particular game super well, but other games might throw him off. It was to double push it. This is the Scandinavian thing. It does help that it tells you the name of the opening. So even if you don't know what it would be called, you would know how to react to it once you've seen it here, like in post. So now what? Let's just see how it plays out. I would try to castle queenside as white. Huh. I mean, I guess, yeah, you have developed. Yeah, see, I don't think I would do that, though, anyway. I hate doing that. That's one of my rules, like, just... I'd rather lose whatever games I have to castle queenside, which is going to be, like, 5%, versus doing it when I shouldn't do it, and then losing because of that. And if he gets an attack... And I'm also not the attacking kind of player, so I'm not going to take advantage of it, yeah. But in any case, next time I see that, I guess I can just take... Maybe. I still like the e5 pawn, though. I mean, it's so good so many times. So many games I've won because of that, I don't know. It just looks good. Like, you're not losing in this position, right? You're plus 147. So that wasn't necessarily even the issue. So this horse pressure that he put was incredible, though. Like, this was a great move. So how would you have stopped that somewhere along the line? You would have had to cover it with another piece, which is virtually impossible to do with the horse creeping around. Maybe why you keep the dark square bishop around to anchor them all, but that still wouldn't even... I guess it would make a difference, but... It was just a very tough, complicated position, so...